Hello and welcome to DreamLadder Capital's Market View for September 26, 2024. Here we break down the key events driving market movements across the globe. In the U.S. markets, the Dow Jones fell nearly 0.7%, snapping a four-day winning streak. The S&P 500 also retreated from its recent record highs, while the NASDAQ managed to close slightly in the positive. Despite this dip, all three major indices remain on track for a positive September, although concerns about a slowing economy persist following last week's rate cut by the Federal Reserve. On the data front, new home sales slipped by 4.7% in August, falling to 716,000 from July's revised figure of 751,000. Investors are now keenly watching for Thursday's weekly jobless claims report. Meanwhile, tech stocks propelled Asian equities to two-year highs as benchmarks in Japan and South Korea advanced. NASDAQ futures are in green as we speak, partly driven by a post-hours rally in Micron Technology following a strong revenue forecast. Futures for the S&P 500 also rose, even after a slight decline on Wednesday. Investors' enthusiasm over the AI-driven rally continues to build, even as market skepticism grows regarding China's stimulus measures, which deflated its stock market momentum Wednesday afternoon. Oil prices slumped over 2% on Wednesday as worries over supply disruptions in Libya eased and demand concerns continued despite China's latest stimulus plans. Brent crude futures closed down 2.27% to $73.46 a barrel. The Indian stock market reached record highs on Wednesday, witnessing a strong recovery from midday losses. The Sensex, for the first time in history, closed above the 85,000 mark, while the Nifty 50 followed suit, surpassing the 26,000 mark by the end of the day. Sectorally, media stocks took the spotlight as the top performers, closely followed by energy and realty. On the downside, PSU banking and IT stocks struggled, emerging as the day's major laggards. Meanwhile, the mid-cap and small-cap segments faced corrections, declining by 0.63% and 0.42% respectively, underperforming compared to the frontline index. Overseas investors continued their selling spree on Wednesday, marking their second consecutive session as net sellers of Indian equities. They offloaded stocks worth 974 crore. On the other hand, domestic institutional investors remained bullish for a third straight session, buying equities worth 1,779 crore, providing some support to the market. In corporate news, NCLT approved the merger of IDFC Financial Holding with IDFC and the resulting entity's merger into IDFC First Bank. The Central Drug Standard Control Organization flagged 53 drug samples for failing quality standards in its August report. Major pharmaceutical companies like Sun Pharma, Glenmark Pharmaceuticals, and Alchem Health Science have been implicated in this quality lapse. In other corporate news, shareholders of Five Star Business Finance are looking to offload a 19.2% stake, comprising 5.6 crore shares worth 4,317 crore via a block deal at 768 per share. The deal has a 12-month lockup period for selling shareholders. Ask Automotive is also in the news as the promoter plans to sell up to a 6.5% stake via an offer for sale with a base offer of 5.5% and an additional 0.5% oversubscription option. The floor price has been set at 433 per share, with the offer open on September 26th and 27th. Lastly, the Gift Nifty is trading 72 points up from its previous close of almost 26,000. Thank you, and stay tuned for daily updates as we keep a close watch on these developments. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn for the latest insights and analysis.